Spiritual protection, past life activation, master healing, 253533. 2020 on this earth plane, in this time frame of constructed reality of time. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know? I'll be reluctant to post this. If I do, I'll keep it up a short time. I just feel very quiet. Ace of Wands. Okay, primarily came up upright. Bottom left corner, Page of Pentacles. Wanted to creep up, which is, this is what I got. Sun, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is in reverse. It's like a lot of joy and renewal. Nine of Cups, wanting, and it's like this is some sort of a struggle. Let's see, it's 19, which is a 10, 1, 9, 9. 9 and 9 is like inverse of 9, 1, 1. Like we're having an emergency, like the sun needs to shine. We can't keep pretending. And with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it's like you're ready to move past that. You know, move past the hurt. You are moving past it, going to move past it, thinking about moving past it. This card always reminds me of, like, you know, you're cleaning your room and you put all this stuff under the bed when you're a kid, maybe, for example. So just be careful that though you have your 9 of Cups looking nice, that you're not hiding this sort of material behind the facade, because this bright and shininess inside of you isn't something that you can fake, and it's okay to have these types of moments, but and it's good to be prepared and have things in order. Inversely, it's not, and it's even okay to clean up quickly if it, take to organizing it later, but no need to carry on cards, I shuffle it back in, and what we have is the Ace of Wands. This is definitely the start of something with the Page of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Like with wands, like taking action, growth. Heart chakra connected with the throat chakra. Leading into the Page of Pentacles, I'm reading the colors. I feel, kind of like I believe or I know. As well, there's a small garden in the background. Okay, so the moon is shining upon, there's a reflection here. Here. Well, it is nighttime. I do have the moon shining out my window. We are in, oh my gosh, did we have the sun card come out already? We have the moon card come out. We have a full moon eclipse coming up. So it's the start of new, wow. I mean, this is just so great. Thank you so much. As the message comes together, we have the Two of Wands on top of the Ace of Wands. It's like automatically I want to say thinking about the world more in this aspect. He does have the hand with the globe raised in his hand. There's always a couple way things could go, but what we're going to focus on is right in front of us. It's right where we are. Red, very, very, very red. He has the stick on a pedestal. There are flowers, signifying. This is the Ace of Wands followed by the Two of Wands. Ace of Wands. I can't see anything. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. So this is succession. So we have this, the Sun card came out. The Moon card is reflecting onto these things. So Ace of Wands followed by Page of Pentacles, and then the Two of Wands. Okay, so a couple of things to think about, which will be processed back into the deck, which we have here is, okay, look, can't even joke, it's the Strength card, in reverse with the Devil card upright. Okay, well, this, if I'm not mistaken, that, astrologically, Leo and Capricorn, I think. I don't want to be wrong. Strength card in reverse with the Devil card upright after we just pulled the Two of Wands. Okay, this is perplexing me. Let's see. 8 and 15. Is it someone trying to take your power away? Is that evil trying to win? If I'm not mistaken, that fell right down by the moon card. So, reflecting on that, just, don't let them take their strength by your strength, by their manipulation. And also can be emotional manipulation. Psychological manipulation. So way down below the moon card, the Two of Pentacles, it didn't fall on the table. But it's definitely going to be a balancing act, like within yourself, myself, ourselves, to keep that strength alive. Keep the strength alive. So, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, in the bottom left corner, followed by the Two of Wands. So Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, the start of something. Page of Pentacles, the start of something, very beginning of something. And the moon is reflecting on these. So that, our thoughts are reflecting on where are we going to go from here? What is this new beginning? Our oracle cards that we have, Merkaba, spiritual protection, past life activation. And to me, kind of looking like, really beautiful new beginnings. We have the Sun card come up earlier with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands reversed. And so, the Sun could be opposing the Moon. On top of the Moon, that Devil card with the Strength card reversed. And then, also followed by the Two of Pentacles. So it's going to be a real balancing act, but just know that from what's happening here is there's a lot of new beginnings, things actually happening in good order, and I'm getting like rapid succession possibly. Because Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, that is in order to a certain extent. So let's see, what do we need to know? So it looks like with what we have going on, it's a battle of strength, it's an endurance, it's choice, it's balance, all leading up to a new beginning. Really beautiful so far. What more? Like this guy's trying to come out. We'll just who is it? The Fool card, 0. The Fool. I'm not putting it down because it didn't. I like to have them fall where they go, but the Fool card wants to tell you that oh my God, the Fool card. It's wow. So the Ten of Swords falling on the moon. Which is technically reversed here, but also reflective. It's sort of like inverse, upright. I don't know how. Next to that, Page of Wands. My goodness, we need to, with our words, are wandering off. There, with so many wands, I would just consider that to be sort of magical, if someone has a wand, they're like bippity boppity boo. So now we have the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. This Page of Wands is in reverse though. He's having a hard time getting started because there's a whole lot of wandering going on. So this particular situation and this reflection of the moon here, this is seeming to happen because on the other side of this person wanting to get started, they're still wandering around in a place like this. And this person didn't do this to themselves. You don't put 10 swords in your own back. So know that whatever happened, it's not your fault. The judgment is not your own to perceive. In the battle of your own mind, that these swords belong to you. They became a part of you. Yes, they became a part of you, but let me tell you, they don't belong to you. So if you're going to be wandering, okay, don't leave your cups for too long. Because maybe, what if somebody else wanted to come along and get started? You know, like, let's get our cups, let's get going. This is a very diverse, emotional type of moon that we have here, dealing with a lot of very deep aspects. And I just want to bring up that there is, you know, spiritual protection for you, and this is a past life activation. So with this moon, apparently going to have us 2 of Pentacles with our 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, can't remember, it came out, 9 of Swords came out, 10 of Swords came out. So so we had the 9 of Swords come out, we had the 10 of Swords come out. That's with the reflection of the moon and the emotional state, what could be going on. But remember, those 10 swords, you did not put them in your back. And what we see before us, we have the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. Very beautiful new beginnings. So with the Strength card in reverse, with the Devil card upright that did come up, it's like, this is where, and then that was followed by the 2 of Pentacles. So and then we also have the Fool card. That's an emotional attack, and I'm perceiving a new beginning here, okay? That's going to be like, I don't want to sound like the cliche, darkest before dawn, only because you didn't put the 10 swords in your back. You know, when they have their swords like that, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. With the 8 of Cups wandering with the Page of Wands, you want to get started, but it's like, it was on the other side of the moon. The 10 of Swords is on the other side of the moon. So you're carrying, you're wandering. But you want a Page of Wands style, rather. So there, with the 2 of Pentacles, it's a time to make a choice. And with the Devil card and the Strength card in reverse, you're going to have a choice if you're going to switch that around, because it's up to you to flip the cards, because you can find your strength knowing that they're trying to put 10 swords in your back. So you already had 9 before we were talking about. Now it's 10. Are we going to take the 10th sword, or are we going to go somewhere with this? And so what kind of fell down here between the moon and the Page of Pentacles is like, yeah, I was feeling like I'm saying like abracadabra, 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 you know. And that's the thing, is look at what I was also saying with the wands, what we're saying, and I'm saying abracadabra. Well, I think we have to speak against those with the intention to put the 10th sword in our backs. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. So getting started emotionally, do the magic, alchemy, transmutation. You have magic. They have swords. So you're the magician. It's time for this to be reversed, apparently. So 2 cards going back in. Let's find another one here. some of you are really going through it right now. And my blessings for you. Oh, it's overwhelming. Emperor fell down under the moon, okay? And there's nothing wrong with going, oh, somebody's down here. Hold on. Who came with you? Anybody else? Carrying on. Let me take a look. Aries. 6. 4 of Swords. 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 The Emperor. Okay, so these guys are beneath the moon. The Emperor, which you could inversely be above the moon, technically speaking, because this is just a matter of space. The Emperor and the 4 of Swords, and then, but also the 5 of Cups. Mystery card over here. I'm not ready to flip it. I kind of want to see. Of course, these guys are going to get guided right back into the tarot deck. I want to think about this. The Emperor, the Moon, Aries Moon, Aries Emperor, first house, ego. Four of Swords, 5 of Cups. Okay, I'm a little stuck on this, so I'm going to flip and see. Okay, so the Chariot. Okay, so interesting. So you're trying to decide, you might be trying, like, okay, the Emperor kind of like, this is kind of a lot more lighthearted than the previous couple of guys that wanted to come out and talk. But the Emperor, Aries, also, we could say like the start of the zodiac. So we also have Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands. So this is a very neat way and more of a proper way for swords. More of a proper way for swords to be assorted in a picture if one were to see it, as opposed to the 10 of Swords that we had just a moment ago. So this is regarding like the proper, I'm feeling like, yes, like a proper ending, like assisting in a proper ending. And then the 5 of Cups. Well, a couple readings have involved the 5 of Cups where we, we don't keep staring at the 3 Cups. We come to more of a 2 of Cups energy. So with the Chariot, I would hope that would be where that would lead back to you, for you. It can also be difficult to stand in the person you are. You can be dealing with loss or grief. And that is certainly not an easy place to be. And in these cases of grieving, also what I would like to say is any standard person is going to have swords. And it's all okay for you to visit these areas. And it's okay for you to be by the river, but we're going to have to make a choice about where we're going. We're going to have to make a choice, okay, guys? New beginnings, Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. The moon is here. The moon is just like really here. So let's see what we have here. You can see before I do. Baby. 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords. There is a whole big bag of this going on. Check it out. You are the feminine. The feminine, here's what we got for this. Not only being guarded, but secluded as well. Oh, that's so funny. I get the joke. There's not a chance she's going to be taking another stab at anyone. And what's that about? Not with that blindfold, anyways. So unless she's meditating about, I don't know, kicking some ass. Ask me a question. Let's see. Four of Cups. Yeah, what is the question? What do we need to know here? Two of Swords, Four of Cups, 2, 4. Who was on the 6? Okay, so if you're gonna be up in arms, okay. I don't know, kind of like, shit. We had Page of Cups. We have Four of Cups as well, but again, okay, this person is really putting themselves in this position because they don't want to see what they have in front of them. I'm going to leave it at that, for that's kind of speaks for itself. The solution, you know, is the Two of Pentacles, Magician, you know, and once again, we got the Fool card. The Fool card, like perpendicular to the Page of Pentacles. So as it fell, we have the Ace of Wands followed by the Page of Pentacles, and then the Two of Wands as well as the Moon, and the Fool card, 0 point. So if you're gonna be like this and this, well, I mean, we gotta get that Chariot energy with the, you know, get Two Pentacles Chariot energy, like, okay, make a decision where you're gonna go. Other than that, like the Fool card, so it's okay, like heading in a new direction, giving it that proper burial of whatever it might be, so that you can, Chariot card, move forward with the new endeavors. I wouldn't say that the Fool card is a bad card to have with the Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. Sometimes it's the most difficult thing is starting over, but also with the eclipse, 12/21, big 0 day as well. So this is looking like a fresh, clean slate, sort of being like semi-reflected by the moon in a certain sort of way. So, okay, with the triangles. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Amazing. And what can I say about this? The Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Fool card are making a trine. Now, trying to start something new. Trine. What I love about this is he's overlooking the water now. And it's not necessarily blue here, it's more yellow. Yeah, more like, okay, and the boats are now floating in the water. If we're considering that to be emotion, he seems to have that handled a bit more, especially like now that we have the first, second, third wand, okay? The third wand came quiet too. That's why I was super quiet. The Three of Wands. Diligent efforts in the psyche, I believe, like we really had. This Three of Wands sort of comes after a lot of the reflections that we have to go through, a lot of the attacks that we're enduring, a lot of the strength that we're going to have to dig deep, channel, and find. We're going to have to, you know, if that's what you want to do, if that's what you are doing, maybe that's what you'll choose to do. But I wouldn't be too shy about taking a chance on bringing your strength back to yourself. I think this is really beautiful and it's profound, actually. We have to start somewhere in this new place that we're headed. This is just, I wanted to call this really fractional, and I don't know how, well, yeah, this is fractional. This is a tiny piece of the puzzle. So, like, we have a cluster over here. Star card, 13, which another 4. The Star card falling on top of the Moon and the Page of Pentacles, like this. And then on top of the finally, you've got the Third Wand, like, wow, man. Okay, so then, okay, interestingly enough, help from the Moon and the stars, I feel like, you know, because it's like, this is sort of connecting to this trine. I know it's not a trine, oh my god, trying to get this going. The Moon, the stars, and then on top of the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. So moving along farther from the Page of Pentacles energy, getting kind of started. The Ten of Wands is in reverse, and so I'm getting the fact that this isn't something for you to do on your own. Now, isn't that interesting that the Ten of Wands also joined the party, but the Ten of Wands is reversed here. Also, you've done a lot of work. Maybe the hard work. The hard work. Well, I mean, it's a lot easier if he doesn't have gravity. Shit, his card's upside down. I don't know, like, we're moving to that air Aquarius energy, like, who knows? Who knows? But I'm feeling like you can get started, but you don't want to do the work alone, or don't feel like you have to do it all by yourself, because you do have help from the stars. That's really beautiful as well. I'm not too sure why we would get a closure on this. It's very much a new beginning, a lot of emotional struggles, a lot of hardships, a lot of things that we didn't do to ourselves or didn't ask for. Some things we are doing. The sitting and the dwelling is our choice. The painful grieving for periods of time that are necessary is definitely necessary. Or us making a choice. The Ace of Swords. Now I'm kind of like, where did that even go? I know it kind of flipped right here. So like, there's also power in like in our emotional, subconscious, knowing state. Subconscious knowing of deep state. state of subconscious knowing. Wherever we would go with the Ace of Swords. Well, this is really very integral. This is like, this card has a lot of power, and I'm not trying to ignore it. The Ace of Swords coming together with the Ace of Wands, like, oh yeah, check it out. Like, that's a fucking Ace of Swords. You know what happened? Oh my god. Obviously, you're gonna gain your power back. That's what I think. Emotional strength. Emotional strength. Emotional diversity. Emotional reciprocity. That's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you. I was thinking about her. Them, these, they. I want to tell you what, if you go back, click around on those circles back in July, I was super optimistic about this card, and I was literally thinking about this earlier today. I was like, man, I know it's summer 2020 right now, but it's looking like the fall is just looking so optimistic and beautiful and promising, you know? I believe this came somewhere like, yeah, like right here. So this is a celebration as well. Like, what I love is that we have 3 cards and like the 3 cups came together, and it's like, do you think it was necessarily, after everything we just went through, easy for like in this case it is like 3, it would be defined like feminine, but I mean she would have to even like the divine feminine within us, not too wholly familiar on those topics. It doesn't necessarily even have to be that. It wasn't easy for these cups to get in these people's hands here, and by all rights they deserve to celebrate. I really think that's gonna be it for tonight. Do you have the 4 of Wands, Knight of Swords, so bringing the message. It was like Ace of Swords, swords, oh yeah, that's my fam, swords. So Merkaba Spiritual Protection is a really beautiful card. I can quickly read that if that's upside down. I'm not reading that upside down. So, yeah, so that was pretty intense, a lot more intense than I expected. I was kind of thinking I might not have had the energy to do the reading, and I've been putting it off for a few days, and I'm really glad that I did, and so thank you to anyone who watches it. Thanks for being patient. I know like it's not set up all perfectly to where you can actually see the cards necessarily. I can't see what you're saying right now, but I appreciate it. And just see what correlates with the oracle card from the Lightworker Oracle deck. So Merkaba Spiritual Protection. Being open to receive is a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can receive more of what is rightfully meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. An open sensitive person can easily become energetically overloaded. From physical pain to emotional and psychological tension, an overload does not feel good. You may even feel like you are carrying others on your back or in your head. The added weight can drag your naturally light vibration down into anguish, doubt, fear, or despair. Your inner vision too may be obscured by the overload. That can make it hard to discern what is yours and what belongs to another. Two of Pentacles. Whether experiencing overload to your system is an unusual occurrence for you, or you have a tendency to absorb and process others' energies, which is common for healers, psychics, and mediums, artists, and other sensitive open people, you will benefit from a spiritual cleansing. Afterwards, you may feel less inclined to connect with particular people or work on certain ideas, even if they seemed very important before the cleanse. This means that you are freeing yourself from others' input and discerning the true priorities of your own heart. To accept a spiritual cleansing now, repeat the invocation below, and then relax for as long as you need, with the oracle card resting face down. I'll do that for you. Over any part of your body that you intuitively feel can use spiritual cleansing. You can do this with certain crystals as well, if you have pain or it's telling you to use these things to help. You can repeat this process daily for 3 days or up to 3 weeks if you feel that you need it. Your rest can be for several minutes or up to a half hour or more. If you fall asleep during your cleansing, that can allow for even deeper clearing. Pay attention to what you sense immediately after your cleansing. It is a time when you may become very aware of just who or what has been draining you, and be able to lovingly but firmly say, "You must leave my energy field now and not return without my express verbal permission. Of my own free will, so be it." This oracle is also a confirmation for those of you who have been questioning if a relationship, person, or situation has been draining you or transferring negative energies or thoughts into your energy field. Your insights are correct, and you can now use this energy clearing process to remove the cords of attachment and release any negative energy from that person or situation. I'll try to say it in a way so that you can repeat after. If you would like to do the cleansing invocation for the Merkaba spiritual protection card, I call upon unconditionally loving divine protection. The sacred chamber of light, the Merkaba of divine light, is around me now. I choose, of my own free will, under divine authority and grace, to release any and all connections, content, and contaminants that do not serve me, through unconditional love. I choose, of my own free will, to take my life journey in the most joyful and loving way possible. I open to divine grace, for cleansing and protection of my integrity at all times. I am free to simply be in the truth of me. May all beings be blessed and protected. May all beings be happy and free. Through my own free will, so be it. Amazing. Oh, amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. How are you? Let's have some cleansing. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. That was a tough one. Really good reading. I will go ahead and do the past life activation card. If you want, I'll read it for you. Let's see if I can. Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, like if you want, this is the past life activation card. It's really pretty. I think it's enough to leave it at this right now. Oh wow, absolutely amazing. I'm kind of curious. I usually don't jam pack 2 oracle cards in one reading, but I sort of kind of want to see how it would correlate. I might speed read through this one a little bit more. Oh my goodness, I love hearing that. I'm so glad to connect with you. So for the past life activation card, which is really pretty, I know I have it a little dim in here, so let's just read it. So you have talents within that have been developed through many varied life experiences. You've had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. And your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe. You probably hear me better if I take this out of here. Oh, sorry. Where'd you go? Where did I go? Oh my god. So yes, your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual worlds in all ways. To this end, past life material is being activated now for your benefit and the greater good. Your soul has a history of lifetimes through which it has learned to be wise and developed certain talents. You have learned lessons and acquired skills and abilities. Sometimes these were mastered through very challenging circumstances. You might feel you are obtaining mastery in certain areas again this lifetime, again through challenging circumstances. The soul can certainly develop through joy, love, and happiness, but often it is through an experience of conquering a challenge that the real gems are won for the crown of the soul. The Oracle of Past Life Activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life that would be useful for you to access in your current lifetime. Perhaps this talent or ability will become the seed of a spiritual vocation for you, a skill that expands your career or brings you personal joy. The ability that surfaces from the depths of your soul will be whatever is of greatest benefit to you now. Sometimes, whilst a treasure is emerging from the depths of your being into consciousness, it will be coated in the pain of the past. You might notice the outer coating first, the pain of abandonment, rejection, ridicule, or shaming that perhaps resulted in the suppression or denial of that soul gift in your past life. This may be the reason you have not incarnated with it fully awakened and at your immediate disposal. You have to allow it to rise up to you, and you need to dig a little to crack open the coating of a wound and free the treasure that temporarily became trapped in that pain. When you release the pain, you free the treasure once locked within. Perhaps your gift... That's amazing. My throat's getting locked up. Perhaps your gift was challenging to a community in a past life, whereas now it would be more readily accepted because that community has matured spiritually over time. Or perhaps you have matured and now will value your gift and be open to divine guidance to show you how to use it for the greatest good this lifetime. The gift you are receiving is worthwhile as you cleanse the memories, beliefs, or programs that once caused you to subconsciously protect yourself by hiding your talent. You will grow strong enough to process the pain and stand in the truth of your reclaimed gifts. If you have been considering a new line of work, feeling you'd like to explore or express different talents, or have the urge to develop an interest and transform it into a vocation, you are very, very likely already feeling the stirrings of that past life activation now taking place for you. Trust in the changes you feel. A part of your divine inheritance is being restored to you. I'll read the invocation for this card as well, which is the past life activation. It reads, through divine grace, protection, mercy, and empowerment, I call for the activation of all past life gifts and abilities that will serve my greatest and most joyful, inspirational, and soul-satisfying success this lifetime. I ask for healing assistance from the higher beings that love me unconditionally, so I can swiftly release any unhelpful conditioning or resistance to the expression of these talents. I ask for inspiration and guidance to bring them to life in the world in the best possible way this lifetime. May all beings receive their full divine inheritance with mercy and grace. Through my own free will, so be it. Well, shoot, that was really amazing. Yeah, and then that also, spiritual service is another one that came up. And so maybe I'll do a little video on healing and whatnot. This is kind of reminding me of, for example, we do a lot of things out of self-protection, unknowingly and subconsciously, unwittingly, just to protect ourselves and keep ourselves safe. And it's up to us to be here for one another, because sometimes that's the key to help wake us back up that we didn't know that we needed. So thankful for each and every one of you and everybody. And Temperance, it's good to have you here, and I hope the best for you, and we'll see you soon, of course. And yay! So it was really good. So that was really cute how, like, even how we're like seeds, like, oh, that's funny. Okay, well, I'm gonna get going here. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope everybody, I appreciate you so much. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Be well. Ciao, adios, arrivederci. Vaya con Dios.